Welcome back to another video. Today I'm in Chesterbrook and I'm checking out this amazing luxury townhome. It was built in 2018 and there's some features in this home that are super unique for under this price point and in this location. You're gonna be minutes, 5 to 10 minutes from shopping, dining, literally 10 minutes from the second largest mall in the world, the King of Prussia Mall. So I'm super excited to show you guys this. I've been wanting to come and film in this area for a long time now, and we're finally here, so let's get into it. I've been living in this area for my entire life, and since being a licensed real estate agent for the last 4 years, I've been getting calls and texts every single day from people just like you that are looking to make a move. So I figured, why not start a YouTube channel and show you guys everything that my area has to offer. That way you guys know everything there is to know and consider when making a move to this area. You can reach out to me, text, call, email. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I would love to connect with you and see how I can make your move a lot easier. Here is the townhouse that we're going to be looking at today. It's actually listed by Kate Sidney's. She's a Keller Williams agent, a great agent here in the area. She does a lot of business, and she was very thoughtful and kind to let us in today. Today we are in Chesterbrook, Wayne area, just like I had mentioned. This home has been listed for about 10 days, and it's just under $1 million. It's asking $899, and today I'm going to show you guys everything that this home has to offer. Before we get into the home, here is a little bit of a street view. I'll show you guys this later in the video, but right here at least, you've got a little shopping area. You've got a bank, you've got a Rite Aid. There's some other stores down there. What is it, a yogurt place, a little grocery store. So you've got some other little shops and dining areas that if you need a quick run to the store, you need to get something from the pharmacy, the bank, you're gonna be in a very convenient location to do that. You even got a drive-through right here, so you gotta pick up medications or quick grocery run, you've got a Rite Aid. Here's a little bit of the community. You've got some grass and some walking paths throughout. Here's a little bit of the style of the homes. You're gonna have different style homes, a lot of brick, obviously, but you'll have some siding that can break it up, or some landscaping that changes, obviously, throughout the fronts of the home as well. Cluster boxes will be very common for these communities. It's probably this building of homes and this building of homes that share one box, and then there's probably some other ones scattered throughout. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if you guys can see over there. Do you guys prefer an entrance of a home that looks like this, where it's just walk in, one step easy? Or do you guys prefer something that has more of a step-like feature? The homes right here, they've got 3, 4, 5, 6 steps up, some black fencing around it. Let me know your thoughts. I'm curious what you guys prefer. They also have the garage in the front of the home. So that's also a little bit of a style change. Let me know what you guys prefer, this style or this style. In the meantime, I'm gonna walk over here, put you guys back on the camera, and let's go step inside and check out the home. All right, so we are in the house, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that this place has to offer. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you already know that I'm going to save the best features in this home for last. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you stick around until the end, because there are some features in this home that are super unique. We are coming in the front door now, just where I showed you the front of the house and walked you through that neighborhood and all of that. We just stepped in. I'll pan around to the back here so that you can see the front door. But like I had said before, this home was built in 2018, so you're gonna see some features, maybe some carpet, maybe some flooring, some fixtures up in the kitchen that reflect that. But I think overall, this home for under $900,000 in this area, you're right between me. You've got a Wayne mailing address. You're in the Chesterbrook community. Chesterbrook community has been ranked nationally as one of the greatest communities to live in, period, across the country. It's close to shopping, dining. We're literally just minutes from the second largest shopping mall in the country, the King of Prussia Mall. So you are super close to all of that. You've got a Trader Joe's, Five Below, grocery stores, multiple shopping centers, all within 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll show you guys a little bit of that throughout the video. Right now, let's jump into this. As you guys have seen before in some of my other videos, in these townhouse style homes, especially in and around the city, and especially coming out to the suburbs now, If you're going to get this little area, this is similar to the Phoenixville video that we just did. You're gonna get this area off of the front. There's the front door, there are the steps that go off. You're just gonna get this little living area right off the front. That's gonna be something that I show you guys at the end as well. If you've stuck around for some of my other videos, you might already know what that is, but I will show you that at the end. But this is gonna be a pretty fairly common area. Maybe in some of the newer ones, you might not have a bathroom, you might not have as much storage, but this is a pretty normal area. You could have this be a workshop. If you've got kids, you could do homework down here, you know, a little work area, an office. You could even have it be, it's wired for TV, so you've got outlets, and you could do Wi-Fi and Roku's, all of that, to put TVs down here and have this be an entertaining area. But you guys will see as we get through other parts of the house, there might be some other spots that you would want to use as entertaining areas. So I think personally, I think this would be a really good office. You've got the bathroom right off of it. You've got downstairs access, so you could see anything that walks by, packages that get delivered, kids that are coming home, kids when they're coming home from school. You have to let the dog out. It's pretty easy to hang down here throughout the day and, you know, take them out when they have to go. I'll show you guys that last, or towards the end of the video. We'll go up here and I'll show you a little bit more. There's the front door. So yeah, I'll do one last pan and then we'll start heading up and I'll show you some more of this house. Really great room. I think this is super functional. If I were buying this house, I would probably use this as an office or as another seating area. You know, maybe you've got some older parents or just people that don't prefer to do these steps. This could be a great spot to do that. I'm gonna shut this door and then we'll head up. So going up now, you do got carpet on the steps. I think it's fine. Preferably, I do prefer hardwood, or like a hardwood and a runner combo. I know it's super expensive to do that, but I think it looks good. And I think especially for the age 2018, this was a style that was more common than that hardwood runner that we have today. Getting up here to the main level, get your kitchen right off the steps. You've also got a closet and another half bath. I'm stepping back here into the family room, maybe even the dining room, because you've got a chandelier here. So you guys could decide how you would want to use it, but I'll pan this again. So here's the kitchen, tons of storage space. It's got a massive island, gas range, KitchenAid appliances, KitchenAid or Frigidaire fridge, KitchenAid microwave, and KitchenAid freestanding stove. Great space for entertaining. So I guess this could be more of a living area now that I'm looking at it. You've got this little cutout where you could put a TV. You could probably put some tables or coffee tables under the TV. You could definitely put some chairs or sofas right here. You're also right off of the steps, so you know, if you've got little ones coming down or whatever, you can keep an eye on that. And then you've also got this nice little cutout back here. You could do a coffee bar, you could extend. We've got a lot of people that extended the cabinets and the counters just as like a little half bar over there. You could use it as a coffee bar, alcohol bar. You could just use it for extra storage. This is gonna be something super unique. I will show you guys this at the end. I'm sure that you already can get a good idea, but this is gonna be something that's super unique in this area, and for this price point, you're gonna get an amazing view when we get out there. So I'll show you guys that at the end. But going back into here, you have a ton of natural light, big open windows. You do have blinds that come with it, so when it is dark outside and you've got the lights on in here, nobody's gonna be able to see in. Hid the wiring for the TV, so like I said, you could put your Xbox or your router, whatever it is, down there, and then the wires are already hidden, ran in through the wall. We'll get up there, you're gonna have some bedrooms up there, and actually something that's pretty unique on the top floor. It's not a rooftop deck, I don't mean to spoil it, but it is something pretty cool up there, so I'll show you guys that. Going back into the kitchen, you do have sprinklers, so for anything that is communal living, meaning attached living, you do have sprinkler systems attached. I do like how they capped them so that you can't really see them. That is an upgrade that in most builders would charge you to have done. You guys know me, the cabinets to the ceiling, I love it. I think these are super close, so it doesn't bother me at all, but you just know that I love, it's kind of my style, having the cabinets like that one especially, it's super close. So maybe that's something that you could do aftermarket once you move in. I did notice something cool in these pantries. You got like these slide out drawers. which I thought were pretty unique. You got these slide out drawers, and then you've just got a ton of other storage and space. So you've got these drawers throughout, even down here, and then this island, we haven't come back here yet, but this island is really large. It's not very wide just because you have this, and I'll show you this is the pantry and the closets and stuff over there, but very, very long. You could put probably 6 to 8 stools just on this side. Maybe you put one over here. But this island is great. It covers the entire, essentially, length of the kitchen. And then right here was a pantry. So very nice pantry, wire racks, walk in. You could definitely, like I've said in my other videos, if you are a storage connoisseur and this is your thing of making small spaces fit, you guys could do a ton of stuff in here. That's just not my eye. And then we've got another half bath and some more storage. I'll show you the storage first. You're just gonna have this little wire rack in here, so maybe another pantry. You could probably put a bar and have a coat closet, but you've got one down there, so it might not be worth it. And then we go into here, and this is just gonna be your half bath. I really like this because whenever you have guests over, they don't have to go upstairs, they don't have to go downstairs, they can stay on the same floor and use the restroom. I really like how there is a restroom on every floor. All right, so I've shown you around on this main living area. I'm standing right here. This is just off of the steps, the dining area that you would use, and then here's the kitchen. I'm gonna take you guys upstairs and we can go check out the upstairs living areas. I told you that there was something super, super unique on the 4th floor. So I'll show you guys that as well, but we're gonna head upstairs and I'm gonna show you guys the first set of living quarters. Let's take a look up here. I thought it was quite interesting how the carpet changed. I thought that was funny. All right, so coming upstairs now, this is just off of the steps. We're coming up top now. To the left, you're gonna have a primary bedroom. I'll show you guys that last before we go up to the next flight. To the right here, you're gonna have a laundry room. You're gonna have a full bath, shower, toilet, sink, and then you're gonna have 2 bedrooms. So I'll show you guys this first and then we'll head back to that primary. Just off of here, you're gonna have bedroom number 1. Great size, nice big window, lots of natural light. You're gonna get a great view of the front of the house that I showed you at the start of the video. It's a little bright outside today, so my camera's not cooperating. White walls. This room is probably 10 foot by 10 foot. You could easily do a bed, a dresser. Pretty symmetrical walls. This is a pretty even wall to put a bed on. You do have a closet right here. Good sized closet. Nothing super unique, but you've got a great sized closet. We'll go over to bedroom number 2. So this is just across the hall. You've got the 2nd bedroom. This is going to be pretty much the same size. The biggest difference here is that these windows are just not connected. Same size closet. So these rooms are pretty symmetrical, 10 by 10 again. You've got the closet that I can show you. Cut out on that wall where you'd probably honestly put the bed. Let's see if it focuses. So you'd honestly probably put the bed on this wall. It'd probably be out of the way the most, give you the most room. And then you could put a dresser or something over here. Over here, and I'll give you another pan. And then we're gonna head out of this room. We're gonna stop by the full bathroom. So this is the bathroom that would be shared between the 2 bedrooms that we just saw. And I guess those lights are out because, oh, there it is. I guess they are. So here's the bathroom that would be shared between those 2 bedrooms. Great size. You know, you've got your sink, you've got nice cabinetry under here, so you've got some storage, your toilet, and then you've got a tub shower combo. I do like how they did the tile all the way up to the ceiling. They didn't tile the ceiling, but they did up to the ceiling. So that's nice. Any water that splashes up or whatever it is, it will protect your walls. And then just off of the bathroom, I'll come over here, you've got the laundry room. So that is the one thing. Some of the lights in this house, they're just not very bright. So it could just be a matter of changing the bulb, like turn that light on here and it didn't make a huge difference. But you've got a washer and dryer, and you've got this little closet off of here as well. Just some more storage. You put your detergent, your towels, whatever you might need in here. It actually goes back pretty deep, so you got nice some wire racks back there. But then stepping back, you can see a little better view of the laundry room. It's a good size. You could easily have 2 people in here. Probably not anything more than that. And then this is just the bathroom. So these doors could be annoying. You might consider maybe a pocket door or slide or some type of pull-out door, something where it just doesn't go in the way. Or maybe even have it swing in like those 3 do. It does get a little, it could be a little inconvenient having that door swing in the middle of the hallway. But I'll show you this again, and then we'll go into the primary and the 4th floor, which I thought was super, super cool. Primary is over here, so primary is going to be on its own wing of the house. This is actually the back of the house. Very good size, easily could fit a king size bed, a TV on the wall, a dresser. Right there would be the perfect spot for the TV and the dresser. And then you could put a nice size TV or a nice size king size bed right here. You could probably even do 2 nightstands, lamps on there as well. So very good size. Wonder what that shelf was for. It's always interesting to see things that are left and how people had decorated their own rooms or set it up furniture wise, but great size room. They ran the wires again. You get a pretty good view. I'll show you guys this. Probably a little bit better upstairs, but you get a pretty great view out there. Mountains and trees and lots of nature. I'll show you the closet, the primary closet, and then the primary bath. And then we'll head upstairs to the 4th floor. Primary closet, very good size, goes back there about 3 or 4 feet. And you've got this very grand area right here. Once again, if you're good with working in these spaces, you could optimize this for a ton of storage, a ton of space. And then you've got the primary bath, so you do have 2 vanities. You've got a walk-in shower, no tub. Your toilet is going to be tucked back here, so you do have your own area with the toilet, and you can shut the door and just let it have its own area. Got a little towel section right here where you could put, a scale, your towels, hand towels, whatever it is. And you've got some storage, a linen closet in your bathroom, some wire racks. Put your hand towels, extra storage, stuff like that, toothpaste, brushes, all of that. And then you've got your vanity, so you've got tons of storage under your sink here in the primary. Good size, easily can have 2 people coming in and out, maybe even some kids or some pets down at your feet that are walking around. Good size, but not, obviously nothing major. And a good size shower as well. Show you up into here. It does go back a little bit. And that's that. We're gonna go head up to the 4th floor now. Something super, super unique that I've only seen a handful of times in homes like this. I'm curious to know what your thoughts and reactions are going to be. I think this could be nice for some families, and this could be accommodating for some styles of life. And then I think for other styles of life, this could be very inconvenient. It could maybe not be used as much. We're gonna head up here, and here is the 4th floor. We are extremely high up. If I can get a good clip out the window, I might be able to capture it. But this is the 4th floor. It is essentially just another primary suite. So you do have some attic access and some crawl space access because we are up in that section, but very, very unique. You could use this for a variety of reasons. This could be the main primary suite. This could be a guest suite. This could be an office. This could be a kid play zone. This could be, literally anything that you could imagine. This room could check that box off for. Where it might not be as helpful as if you've got older guests that like to visit, or maybe just people that don't like coming up 4 flights of steps. That would be one of the major drawbacks of this area up here. But if you're someone, or you've got someone that doesn't mind doing the steps, or kids that don't mind running up and having their own section to come and play and hang out in, this could be a really cool spot. You've got a bathroom, a closet attached, your own living space up here, closets right here, even more storage. So super, super unique. You've got a tile, once again, same thing as the last bathroom. You have tile to the ceiling, a tub, toilet, sink. This bathroom is actually a little bit larger. I mean, you do only have one vanity, but this bathroom does feel a little bit larger than the first guest bath. Then you've got a walk-in closet over here, another really good size, storage, space. And then you've just got this massive area. Comment down below, what would you guys use with this area? I think I've rattled off a ton of ideas that you could do: an office, a guest bed, the primary bed, a kid space, a kid spot to do homework, a dog area if you've got a lot of pets and you need an area to contain them in. I mean, you guys comment that down below. What would you guys use this spot for? I'm very curious to know, because this is super cool, and you've only seen this, you only see this a handful of times. It's either this, it's a rooftop deck. It's super cool to see how some of these builders utilize their 4th story living area. Okay, so we were back downstairs. Now I'm on the main living area that I had showed you originally. I told you that there was something super, super unique on this floor that I wanted to show you. I gave you a sneak peek actually right back here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna go show you guys what this is. Let's go check it out. All right, I'm gonna head out here. I showed you guys this a little bit on the camera before when we were down here last. This is just off of the main living area. There's your kitchen. Here's what would be your living area, the steps that come up. And right out here, you're gonna have a private outdoor living area on a deck. Once again, a really great size, probably 7 foot by 20 foot behind. And just gives you a ton of opportunity out here. You do have a road right here. I mean, it's gonna be mainly residential. You've got a ton of townhouses back here. You do have some businesses scattered throughout. You've got a bank and some shopping and dining just scattered throughout. This isn't a major road by any means, but I mean, you can definitely see in the time that we're out here, there's been some cars passing by. Also to mention, there is construction down there at this time, so it is feeding into it a little bit. It's gathering people up and making them come in waves. But very, very nice out here. You can even see this house over here. It's got a double-story deck, which would, I guess, essentially be off of the primary. So I'm sure if that was something you were interested in, you could probably do it. You might need to get a variance or an approval from the HOA, but it looks like it could be done. Regardless though, you've got parking, so you've got guest parking right out here. You're gonna have something down here super unique. We're gonna jump into that, what's down there for you guys, but you as the homeowner. But this is amazing. You could do a couch out here, you could do a little barbecue, you could do some plants just like they've got over there, a little swing they've got over there, an umbrella. So you can kind of get some ideas based off of the neighbors. This is super, super unique. And I mean, honestly, for under $900,000 in the Wayne area, 2018 build, you're not gonna find much better. This house has been listed for about 10 days, and I don't expect it to be on the market much longer. It's just the market that we're in. Things are going super quick, and a lot of times for over asking price. And that's just going to be due to the limited amount of inventory that we're seeing in this area. Let's go ahead downstairs. I'm going to show you guys one of the best features in this home. Like I've said, if you watched any of my last videos, you're going to know that this is super, super unique. A lot of older homes don't come with this feature, and when you do find it, it comes with a pretty high premium. I'm going to show you down here, this door. This is where we first came in. This was the main living area. Here's the front door. This is where you had the bathroom, the storage room. I'll flip the camera around. I'll refresh your memory, and then we can go step out here, and you're going to think this is pretty cool. Just refreshing your memory. So here's the downstairs area. That's the front door we walked in, the half bath, the storage. Coming out here, if you've watched any of my other videos, you probably already know what this is. This is a 2-car, and honestly even a little bit more than 2 cars because you've got some storage over there. But this is a 2-car private covered garage. Super, super unique for this area. I mean, you're literally minutes from King of Prussia, you're minutes from the main line and just everything that this area has to offer. To have 2-car private covered parking is gonna be super unique. And like I said before, it's gonna come at a premium in homes that are usually well above $1 million. This one just so happens to sit just under at 900,000. You can see the back of the homes here. We're just up there on the deck. So now you've got your private parking under, you come in through here. So I'll walk you around, but you're gonna come in through here. So you come off of this street, you pull in front of these houses, you come through, and then this is your own area. So you only got 5 homeowners that live back here. You've got 5 extra guest spaces. So just needless to say, you're not gonna have a lot of people back here. It's not gonna be very crowded. This is a pretty ideal location in the community. And to have these, I mean, you could park 2 cars there, you could park 2 cars here. You could easily have 4 cars over. Don't have to worry about parking. You're close to everything. You could go out, catch a ride. Walkability, bike, public transit is all gonna be super, super easily accessible in this area. I've actually got another video up about Chesterbrook that talks about the walkability, the things to do, the area. You should check it out right here. This is an amazing area. Like I've said before, this area is ranked nationally as one of the greatest areas that you can live in the country. You've got to check it out. Well, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys again for sticking around until the end. Let me know in the comments if you guys were considering a move to Chesterbrook or to Wayne. Is this a home that you guys would consider? 2018 build, just under $1 million bucks. You've got a deck, a garage. Let me know in the comments. You guys can reach out to me via text, call, email. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation right here at this link. I would love to connect with you and see how we can help you make your move. Until next time, I will see you around the neighborhood.